Zel Boy Army, what is up? It's your boy Zelonius and my spicy man over here, Ainsley, and we're here for another ratings video. I apologise I didn't get the 60 to 41 one out yesterday, but I was at Wembley for the England game. Enjoyed the match, some world class players, but disappointing England didn't get the result. But yeah, I wasn't at home to be able to look at the ratings and do a video on them, so we're doing yesterday and today's ratings in one video. So we're starting off with Sadio Mane, 4-star, 86 now, rapid. He'll probably have pretty good strength for a guy that quick. Decent shooting, 87 dribbling. He's going to be so good early on in this game. If you can get Sadio Mane early on, he will absolutely tear people apart early on. He's going to cost a lot of money being in the Prem, but it's going to be a not top tier. Obviously that's reserved for the top icons, Ronaldo, Messi. That tier below, OP physical players who can just bully teams. He'll be that early on. Be really good. Perisic. It's actually ridiculous how many good players Serie A has this year. Perisic with that 5-star weaker foot, very good all-round card. Good in the air. He's tall, decent work rate. He's got skill moves. He's pretty quick. He's going to be a very good, probably undervalued player because he's not got 90 plus pace. I might even use this card early on, and I'm going to be putting on a lot of FIFA points. I think he's going to be a really useful card. Definitely recommend him. He'll probably be a pretty good price for how good he is. If he gets a few informs to that 90 pace, he'll be top tier. If he gets team of the season, one of the best cards in the game. Incredible card. I'm looking forward to using him. What can I say? Look at Varane. He's already smirking at us. I put a tweet out when I saw this card saying you're not... what was it? You won't get away from me, boy, or something. 84 pace at centre back. He's French, plays in La Liga, Real Madrid. He's going to have so many good links. He'll be an absolutely brilliant card. Perfect, good on the ball, links to so many good players. I'm definitely going to be using this card early on. That 84 pace puts him more pace than some of the good strikers on the game. He'll be amazing. He's probably going to cost a lot, but it'll be worth every penny. Definitely recommend him. He's best centre back we've seen so far. Immobile, I was surprised he got higher ratings than 87, but he's been very good in Serie A for a few years now for Lazio. The fact he's an 87 means he's going to have some very good in-game stats. He's got good weaker foot. Skill moves isn't the best, but he can still do the heel to heel. Pretty strong, decent pace. Not as immobile as his name says. Very good shot. Early on, he'll be a very good player. Players with high attack movement or attack position, in which Immobile will have, are pretty good early on in FIFA. He comes into this category. Alexis Sanchez, downgraded quite a bit on his pace. 82 pace, pretty good physical, very good dribbling and a pretty good shot. I mean, he's going to be a very good player, but he's not quite as top tier good as he has been on the last few FIFAs. Quite a downgrade on that pace. Still into some very good players, will be good early on, but he's not going to be as OP as he normally is. And that weaker foot as well is quite let down. Koulibaly, a bit of controversy over this card. He was 6'5" last year. He's been increased 3 levels, but lost 3 inches in his height. Probably not worth it, some people say. But an 87, he's going to be a very good card. Yet again, another great Serie A player. You can see another one here. You can get a strong link between these two if you make him a defensive mid or centre mid. Koulibaly, going to be a very good card. He's very strong. Not the best on the ball, but he's pretty quick. He'll be very good and one of the best centre-backs to get early on the game. Probably a decent price as well because of Napoli and the nationality. Mertens, I've never liked his cards on FIFA, but he's always very popular. Early on he'll be very good with very high dribbling, very quick, very hard to tackle with how agile the balance. Pretty good shot as well with the time finishing, he'll be very good. And high-low, 4-star, very useful card, be very popular. Mauro Icardi, again like Immobile, has been very, very good for years in Serie A. Underrated by many in real life. I think he'll be a very good card. Minus the pace, that's going to let him down when people start getting better players. But early on, it'll be a very good card with that movement. He's an 87 and only got 1 stat in the 80s, and it's 85 shooting, so I'm not quite sure what that is. But he probably has very high movement and finishing. He normally is pretty much guaranteed in forms. he scores lots of goals consistently, so he'll be getting those in forms and become a very useful card probably. Keylor Navas, he was pretty useless last year, but he's got a 2-level upgrade. Who knows, maybe this should be a bit better, but 6'1", as far as I'm aware, doesn't have saves with feet, which could be OP again this year. So I wouldn't recommend him. You're going to want Courtois anyway if you're getting a Real Madrid keeper. Aubameyang, still absolutely rapid. 4-star, 4-star this year. Very good shooting and pace. His dribbling last year wasn't the best because of the balance. Could hurt him a bit this year if he's still got that. But he's got pretty good passing on his card for a striker. He'll have good strength. He's tall, good work rates, good traits. He'll be very good, one of the best strikers early on this year's game. Iniesta, he's not too slow, but his stamina is absolutely awful. If passing and dribbling is more useful this year, maybe he'll get used, but it's going to be hard to link him. There's not that many great Spanish attackers, so he probably isn't going to get much use. Jordi Alba, one of the best fullbacks in the game, including icons. Great on the ball, very good pace. Highly recommend him to people. I used him for the first 3-4 months of FIFA this year. He's still a good card even now. I really like him. Highly recommend him. He'll probably be 50 to 60 grand, maybe even more early on, but he's a very, very good card. Vertonghen, incredibly good ball playing centre back with very good passing and dribbling. Not the slowest, but maybe that pace a bit too low to put him into a really high level of centre backs. But very high defending, very good on the ball, and his physical's pretty good as well. So good, one of the best Premiership centre backs. Highly recommend him. He'll be very popular, very good player. And if you like your ball playing centre back, he's your man. Titi, again, Barcelona, some good links to very good players. To Stegen apparently is going to be an 89. Very good pace still, not quite as quick as Varane, but you get a strong link between the two. Ball playing centre back, he's even got 64 shooting on his card. Be very strong, very good work rates. Highly recommend Mr. Umtiti. Hamsik, probably a bit too little physical and pace to be a top tier centre mid. 5-star weak foot, good height, very good all round card. He'll be quite useful, and early on he'll be one of the best midfielders people generally have. Lukaku, he's normally quite clunky, but if heading is as good as it looks with the new time finishing, pretty strong, well, not pretty strong, very strong, pretty quick, very good shot. He'll be very useful early on, and I'd recommend him. And he's got good links obviously as well, Lukaku in the Prem. Rakitic, he's not been that good for the last few years just because the style that seems to suit FIFA. But you can see PK, Titi, some very good players he can link to. He'll be a useful player. Time shooting's good for long shots. He'll have a very good long shot. His passing's very good. But again, like Hamsik, suffers on the physical side. PK, too slow. Oh my days. Mbappe. This card could be bordering on 400 to 500 grand, maybe even more early on. 4-star weak foot, 5-star skills, going to be absolutely lit. The quickest card we've seen so far, I think. Great dribbling, absolutely rapid. He'll be pretty strong, good passing, very solid shooting. I don't think his long shots will be that good, but his finishing will be very good. He'll be a near enough top tier card early on in the game, I believe. Brilliant player. I'm definitely going to have to try this card out at some point. He may be more expensive than he should be early on, but he's a very, very good card. Once he gets some informs, he'll be incredible. Thiago Silva, as always, very solid. Can link him to some very good players. Brazilian's good. High work rates and height isn't the best. But oh well. He's pacey. Very good on the ball. Not the strongest, but it's a very good all-round card. He'll be one of the best early game centre-backs. Probably not too bad a price because of his league. Okay, since 2 videos I wanted, let's go back and go to 40 to 31. We're getting to some absolutely incredible spicy players now. Insigne, there's an absolute abundance of wealth of talent on this left wing in Serie A. Insigne, 91 dribbling on the card, 90 pace, very good passing. He's not the best card though for an 88 because his shooting is pretty much always pretty dire, I find, on his cards. The weak foot's not the best. I would definitely be going Douglas Costa and Perisic over him. But it'd be a fun card and very good on the ball. Handanovic, perfect height for a keeper, I find. 88, very high rating. Best keeper in this league now. Buffon's gone. he seemed very good as well on last year's FIFA, even though he didn't have the saves for feet trait. There's some very good centre backs in Serie A. He'll be a very good keeper to go with. Higgy, far too slow now. 73 pace, not even that strong probably. 4-star weak foot's decent, but he's not got the skill moves. He'll be a good card early on, just against the worst centre backs, but he's too slow really to be a top tier player. Casemiro, not the quickest, but in defensive mid it's not quite as important. He'll just, like last year, be a worse version of Vieira. 87 defence and 88 physical is brilliant. He'll be okay on the ball, okay long shot as well if the situation arises. The non-icons, he'll be one of the best midfielders in the game, probably overshadowed by your Pogbas and Kantes, but he links to the centre-backs and some of the Real Madrid's very good players. I think early on he'll be a very good pick-up and he'll be able to dominate midfields. James, with the timed finishing, his long shots could be absolutely lit. He always has 9 in the 90s on the long shoot. Incredibly good passing and dribbling. Physicality lets him down a bit, but he's technically that good, he'll still be useful. I think he had 2-star weak foot this year, so upgrade to 3 stars quite nice. Buffon, this guy, man, he's 41 in January. The fact he's an 88 at 40 years old is just incredible how this guy keeps on going. Very useful card. Good keeper now in the French league. Links to Marquinhos. Thiago Silva would be very useful. Italian to link to some of those great Italian centre-back icons we've got. Good player still. 5-star weak foot on this boy makes him near top tier. It's just the physicality, like I keep saying on a lot of cards, that lets him down. But he'll have a very good long shot. 5-star weak foot really elevates him. Links to some very good players in the Prem. Pretty pacey, very good passing and dribbling. He'll be a very good card. Paul Pogba, every year he's pretty much guaranteed to get informs, being at Man U. They've seemed very popular with EA. He's tall, he's pretty pacey, very physical in centre mid. He'll have very good long shot, he's very good on the ball, good weak foot, 5-star skills, incredible. The high-low work rate, I'm not too sure about, and that lets him down a bit in centre mid. It's a bit disappointing, but he'll be a very good card, very popular. He's an absolute baller on FIFA. He'll be one of the best players early on, I imagine. Busquets. Why EA? An 88 is a fair rating for him. He's an incredible player. But 43 pace, assuming FIFA is FIFA like it normally is, will let him down. It's disappointing to see him with such a low pace. He'll still do okay maybe early on, but he'll soon be surpassed once people get these good midfielders. Just useless on FIFA, unfortunately. I was hoping they may put Bale to a centre forward, since he seems to play a bit more central this season for Real now Ronaldo's gone. But unfortunately, he's still a right winger, which makes him a little bit less useful because it's harder to fit him into teams. However, very good skill moves, absolutely rapid, incredible left foot on the game. His dribbling and passing still very solid, pretty strong. You know, he's about 80 strength. Weak foot's a bit of a letdown, but he's a very good card early on. I was using him in November qualifying month, and he helped me qualify for the first event last year. He's a very good card, probably the best player other than maybe Mbappe we've seen going forward so far. So boys, I've got 30 players to go. I'll be back tomorrow with another ratings video. Hope you're enjoying this content. Smash the like button please, comment in the underneath, let us know what you think. Do you think the opinions I've shared so far are fair? Do you disagree with some of the ratings, skill moves, work rates, etc. EA have been given to players? Let's get a discussion going, let me know what you think. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel boys. FIFA 19 is 11 days away. The hype is generating boys. I'll catch you boys later.